that is an obvious bad guy. So again, looking at the list of people I have written down, on the right, I have, they start off as winners, but they become losers if they behave as good guys and become a government that would fight the gangsters. But in most cases, 9 out of 10, the corruption is so bad and so rotten, they would not fight the gangsters because they are the gangsters. So they would not, they would be winners forever because they have the most money and the most weapons as capitalists. So they're the winners, but they won't be the losers because they are not humbled. They are not the genuine good guys. As for the bad guys who want to become the good guys through Christ, so they're no longer tyrants like Saint Paul, Peter, they would be the loser in order to win. So they will win if they protect God's saints. They don't harm God's saints, and they fight a gangster government and dethrone government. We don't want a government anymore. Who needs a government? Get rid of them. We go back to Stone Ages. We go back to, we destroy. So they're not builders. They're blatant destroyers. They, compared to those that build to destroy, these are destroyers to build. So they destroy first of all, and then they build. So that's how they make their reformation, their dethroning the government. So if they are repentant and they don't kill and harm the saints, they will win. But if they do kill and harm the saints, they will remain as a loser. So that's the warning from God, and me being covered up from the fallen angel. Hallelujah. And I'm free to say hallelujah without a Muslim saying Allah Akbar off with my head. Because there is such a thing as the authentic Jews, the indigenous peoples that are in God, compared to those that are not. They're in the devil. So foe, enemy, is my friend compared to the friend who is a secret foe, which is vile and disgusting. The false Zion, including Saudi Arabia. This is awful. This is terrible. So looking at Jeremy Corbyn's secret, because he looked at my secrets. Ta-da! I bet he'll hate me for doing this. As I revealed my secret, because he invaded me, my privacy, after my surgery 7 years ago, when my ovary was cut. It's the same as somebody stealing your handbag and then mocking and insulting you for it. Or when you fall down flat on your face and you have poo and mud all over your face, and then somebody laughing at you for it, rather than helping you, laughing at your misfortune. So now I'm going to laugh at him. Now he knows why I hate him. So what is his secret about the blondes? So I'm going to reveal it. So this false religion, or witchcraft, knows that the blonde had been sacrificed the most in the devil. And it has a black bit in the sperm, and it shouldn't do because it's blonde. In other words, it's scum. But it has the black or dark bit in the sperm, symbolic to life. But the blonde is symbolic to the fallen angel, because all angels are blonde. So they're the women who have had sex with fallen angels, because they're different. They've got blue and green eyes. In other words, they're devils. They're not human. It's artificial intelligence of Satan having sex with the beautiful woman and changed their eyes and stolen their soul, and versus Satan having sex with the animals, stealing their soul and implanting Satan's sperm in the darkness, including the dark-eyed people. So Satan is everywhere, left, right and centre. The world and everything in this world belongs to the Prince of Darkness, the black bit that gives us life. All those who worship Satan and the human body and the sperm, sex god and goddess. So that's Jeremy Corbyn's secret, as an evil vampire that he is. And they believe in male privilege. So they are a socialist government, which is the same as Nazis. They're against religion. They are a false religion. So anyone in the far-right government that is practicing a false religion, how dare they say that they belong in the far-right government, in the conservative government, when in fact they belong with the devil? So the majority of the far-right government is not normal, is abnormal. They don't belong there. As they practice false religion, whatever religion that may be. Anyone who worships human body, and anyone who cries during the time that somebody is anyone who laughs during the time that their loved one is crying belongs in the satanic government, which is a false religion, in the left and centre government that I had prayed would become more dominant, which currently it is, not via weapons, but via false religion. So currently the majority for false religions are the majority in the entire world, which is the left and the centre government. So they're the most dominant. Where my neighbours belong, where kidnappers belong is the far right. Where my neighbours belong is the far left. Where all my abusers belong is the far left, false religious. I don't belong there. All I did was pray to God that they will carry on being the most dominant, because that is what the majority deserves. As for the minority, they're the far-right government. Worst hypocrites, because they're the minority rich that refuse to help the minority who are poor. So what was a saint killer in the false religion of tyrants in the far left is not so much of a saint killer compared to the far right. So So in other words, they may torture me, but they won't kill me, as the majority in the left and centre government, compared to the majority in the right government. They would probably want to kill me because they're mad. Cuckoo. The majority of the soft right government is mad. They're bad bees, behaving as the wasps. The minority of the far right government are behaving as the bees, but they're bad bees. They're not mad, they're bad. There's a big difference between mad and bad. Mad means they're disorientated, they don't have a sense of reality, they cannot make their own decisions, they follow the crowd, they fight when they're told to fight, they're peaceful when they're told to be peaceful. This is the majority in the far right soft government. People pleasers, dumbass, bum. Oh dear. So I'm anti-government as a result. I'm anti-far right government, minority and majority. I'm anti the left government, minority and majority, both sides. Because neither of them do what is right. They make a huge mess of things. And the only time I would say, well, fine, I will belong somewhere, is if they actually spill blood on the right individuals or groups. What I ask for, and make a promise and keep a promise and an oath, where I could say I belong to this party, this is my party, this is my dinner guest, I belong here, I requested it. I cannot necessarily trust them, but I fear God and they fear God, and they trust the truth, because truth sets us free. Truth sets us free from crimes by God, not money. That's why I hate capitalists, because they believe that money sets them free from prisons and police arrests and things like that. So that's how I close my video, based on making the laughing stock of Jeremy Corbyn and his artificial intelligent Frankenstein government.